In recent news, a streamer Bonbibonkers addresses a viral video that was shared by a Twitter user, where she discussed a past experience involving a flirty and touchy relationship with a 23-year-old when she was 17. Although she didn't name anyone in the video, many online speculated that she was referring to fellow streamer Emiru. This speculation led to widespread accusations against Emiru. Now, after once this started circulating around social media, Bonbibonkers debunked these claims, and she shared in the following statement.
The person I was referring to in those clips is not Emiru, and I never said it was. The fact people ran with the story and put her name on it in attempt to cancel her is really disgusting, and it's not anyone's story to retell except mine. Not only are people harassing her, but they are spreading literal lies, things I didn't even say, to try to make her look bad. I did not tell the story to attempt to cancel anyone, and it wasn't my intention that it blew up. If you're a regular, you'll know I always talk about relationships and shit, and that's nothing new. You people gotta stop assuming everyone I'm talking about is from OTK.
After her statement, she received mixed responses in the following.
Being an OTK is a death sentence, to be honest. So many people will stop at nothing to twist and make something out of nothing, just to get a quick dunk on that org. If anybody thinks Emmy was like that, they're just stupid. CCs will attempt to destroy anyone's life over false rumours, if it means plus 30 CCV. Pathetic. I think people linking Emiru liking her cosplays on Instagram and saying, look, this is evidence they dated was just the most mentally ill thing I've ever seen, like bro. She's a cosplayer. Of course a bunch of different people liked her cosplay. Let's be clear, Bonbi never said it was Emiru, but the internet did, based on real footage, dates, and public posts that lined up perfectly. If it wasn't her, fine, but people connected dots using Emiru's own content. That's not harassment, that's documentation. Whoopsie. And people were attacking those who pointed out that she never said who it was. Like sure, they were cosplaying together and calling each other cute, but it's not uncommon and does not indicate a relationship. In a recent livestream on April 21st, 2025, Twitch and Kick streamer Felix XQC addressed allegations made by fellow streamer Bonbibonkers. She had shared that at age 17, she was involved in a flirty and touchy relationship. XQC drew parallels between this situation and the 2021 controversy involving YouTuber Call Me Carson, who faced backlash for allegedly engaging in inappropriate conversations with a 17-year-old while he was 19. XQC highlighted what he perceives as a double standard in the community's reactions to such allegations, based on the genders involved. He noted that while the Call Me Carson incident elicited widespread outrage, the response to Bonbibonkers' story was comparatively muted. He remarked on his chat's reactions, pointing out that when allegations involve a male accused, there's a significant uproar, but when a female is accused, the response tends to be more subdued. XQC shared in the following clip.
You say who cares, but when it came to like Call Me Carson or whatever, people cared a lot. Everybody was mad. The whole internet, every human on Twitter was mauling at like 1917 guy girl. Girl. Some of it dating back to something that seems like 15. Brother, where's the energy, brother, man?
On April 20th, 2025, Twitch streamer Imane Pokemane Anis sparked online debate following remarks made during an IRL livestream with FaZe Clan's Jason the Ween. In the 45-second clip, Pokemane questioned whether the United States might experience a revolution due to increasing wealth disparity, stating in the following clip.
Do you think someday we'll have a revolution like that in America? Right? It's getting there, right?
You already have one.
Another one.
What's going on?
The wealth disparity is getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that shit.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
Facts.
And we hate the rich. Anyways. Too much.
Aren't you the rich?
No! Like the ultra rich, the ultra giga rich, the unnecessarily
You have to clarify. They're gonna clip that and it's gonna make you look bad.
Oh.
You gotta say the billionaires.
The billionaires.
Because you are rich.
The Bezos.
You can't be saying that.
I am. I'm rich in friendship.
Yes.
The clip quickly circulated on Reddit's r/livestream fail, garnering over 840 comments. Some users criticized Pokemon for a perceived lack of self-awareness, with one stating, talk about a lack of self-awareness. Another commented, I love it when millionaires talk about wealth disparity and how they are different from the ultra-rich. Others share in the following. She's so famous she was in Free Guy. She is a Twitch ambassador. She had to cap how much free money an individual could give her. She's an investor and partner in a clothing brand. She owns a management and consulting firm for streamers. But yeah, dude, she's just one of us.
Poke and NP talk about Austin drama.
Like, NP, I don't hate you, man. But, like, can you see where I'm coming from, like, before? Like, I never told you, but Greek, when you were having problems with Greek came over and just, his main goal was to feed me about you and make me hate you. I think I told you, man. I feel you, man. Sorry for leaving you out. Okay, I appreciate that. And I apologize for reacting like a baby, though. All right, I am an emotional person. I am. I wish I could fix how I react to things and be stronger. You know what I mean? If you really mean that, I appreciate that a lot. Okay. Therapy. I do want to get therapy. I actually do. I'm scared of it, really.
Makes a lot more sense to me that Poke, Greek and NMP don't really have friends. When you never grow past that high school mentality, and you are around 30, nobody wants that shares, bro. NMP, hey bro, come on our podcast. Poke, trauma dumps. NMP, yikes, good for you, or sorry that happened, or whatever. Maybe I'm missing context on specifically what Poke is referencing, but the topic title here seems a bit baity for what this actually is. Back in 2020, he didn't get invited to ShitCon, a Milena and NMP event. They didn't invite him for various reasons, partially because he constantly subtweets and talks basically everyone he knows, and partially because he's shit on big streams, so he started subtweeting about being excluded due to subtweeting. Then it got called out and he cried in Mrs. chat about not being invited to things, etc. Every few months at most he, well, crashes out, starts subtweeting, or more these days just being caught on stream generating drama about people, and it's him doing that which causes people to keep him at a distance. Con was the kind of content where you're planning games and shit, and everyone being involved. So inviting the guy who wants to be invited but either doesn't show up or shows up then dips early is the last person you're going to invite. Yeah, it sucks to not be invited, but if you're a streamer and you want to be invited to bigger streams, well, you gotta perform or expect to stop being invited.
The sad reality of Japan.
That happens a lot in Japan, unfortunately. Wow. And everywhere in the train, be careful train. Everywhere, train inside.
And trains as well.
Train private. Like when I was a high school girl, like 3 years, every morning, a bunch of the group of the guy, yeah, just touch my butt, and then I didn't scream, so like his hand tried like moved to like the front.
No.
Yeah, and then finally like he chased me to to my home, and then he did this, and then like he just put his hand in between my leg, and then he just tried to carry me, and then there's a car, like he tried to kidnap me, and then I said, "There's my house." It was just right in front of my house, and then luckily somebody came back, and then he just let me go, and he ran away.
And this was how old were you?
You just shared that you got kidnapped once.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like schoolgirls is like.
You just shared that she got kidnapped.
You know, like high school.
I don't get why people seem to ignore all the bad things about Japan and only showcase the good things, calling it the safest country and stuff like that, while there are countless cases of SA and things of that nature. Socially and culturally, Japan needs some changes, clearly, but that's not going to happen if they just ignore it and not talk about it. Yeah, nothing about this is new. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that gets muted, brushed under a rug when talking about Japanese tourism. Old frogs probably remember Jasmine and the multiple incidents she endured on stream.
Lyric plays a new 4-player co-op game.
Rush solo or co-op with up to 4 players. Okay, dude. I think he meant 40.